So we're here with the Leguan. That's what the brand is. It's finish made, 62 foot of working height. The couple of the features of this machine, it's got a remote for navigating it, and you can operate the track system and the outriggers remotely, so it allows you to not have to be in the basket to position the machine, which is a nice feature. It's got a 14 horsepower twin cylinder Kubota diesel, and it also has a electric generator, so if it needed to be run inside a facility, or you had like a sound ordinance or something, you could run it off of electric. It is a articulating style with a jib, fly jib, so it has a secondary and a main boom, and then the telescoping portion is off of the secondary boom, which allows you to get up into the canopy and navigate the canopy a little bit better than maybe a fixed boom or just a telescoping boom, which is a nice feature for doing trimming and stuff, and smaller removals like this one. Something that I really like about it is that the remote is only for positioning the machine. The controls are inside this box here, and you actually have, you know, levers for your controls, and they're all proportional and they're all hydraulic, which is a nice feature because it allows you to get a real feel for the machine when you're up in the air. This is more similar to like a nifty lift style. I really like that versus having a remote control that you put up in the basket with you, and then you're using electric servos instead. I'm not as much of a fan of that. That's how Toypin is, our other machine, which we'll have to make a video about it down the road to show kind of the comparison. Something I do like about this lift over other spider lifts is that you have the drop down style flop down outriggers versus the spider setup where they have to be swung out and pinned at this joint here. I like this flop down style. This is also more reminiscent of the nifty lift, which is just less work. You can fold this machine up and position it quicker than a spider lift style, and you don't have to worry about making sure you can swing those legs out, but you know, you do give up some of that narrow width. So like we had to take this fence panel out to get this machine in here because it's 48 inches, 48 or 49 inches from outside of track to outside of track. So it's a little wider than your standard spider lift. A lot of the spider lifts that are, you know, competitors to this machine are going to be a lot narrower. So you would have probably been able to fit through that entrance here without having to take a fence panel out. So if you have to deal with jobs like this frequently, this is definitely something that a factor you want to consider before looking at this machine. Now, as far as like ability to get into an area that has different elevations or going up hills and stuff, you'll notice how short this base frame of this machine is. It's incredibly short for a spider lift, and the rotator is central. It's right in the middle, which is, I think that's a really nice feature because it balances it out. So like if you're trying to go up a slope or something, you're gonna have a lot better gradability with this machine. And you've got this giant track system with these huge sprockets, very oversized sprocket setup, which is pretty unique. You're not going to see that on any other brand lift. So haven't really discovered any cons to that yet, except that when you're operating it and tracking it around, the slow mode is really slow, but you've got 3 different speeds for moving it around. But overall, it's a good lift. Like we're pretty happy with it. We'll get some video now of operating it to remove this tree, and let you guys check it out in the air.